Hello, it's Maureen here with your 21 Days 2018 series, and today is day 19. We are going to finish up our discussion on websites today. Again, if you are not a KW agent but you have a Playster site, they come through NAR. I believe it's $5 or $10 a month through NAR if you want a Playster site. Through KW, we're going to get to it under Technology, KW Websites, and then go to your website. And so what we're going to talk about today is finishing up on those area pages, adding area pages to the menu, lead capture, and then the links in the slideshow for the area pages, how to show that. Edit site. And so what we're going to start with here is adding those area pages to the menu. So we created some area pages yesterday. And now we're going to come down to the menu and we want to add those to the menu. If we go to our website, roll over communities, there are no drop downs. So we want to put some of the area pages as a drop down under the communities menu. You don't want more than maybe 3 or 4 items under each title, under each tab, because the running this website on a mobile device can be cumbersome if there's way too many drop downs here in the menus, so you don't want to nest too much. So I'm going to come in here, and at the bottom I'm going to be able to add another page to the site. And what you can do is add any page that you've created. So when I'm going to come in, and we know we created a Bradenton area, so I'm going to add that, and we created a Sarasota area, I'm going to add that, and I created one other area as well, and that was going to be Anna Maria. So I added that. So there's the 3 area pages. And I want to put them under community. So remember, when we roll over, we get that icon changed to movement. I take Bradenton and I come over here and drop it under communities. Then I'm going to take Sarasota and I'm going to drop it on top of communities. And then I'm going to take Anna Maria and drop it on top of communities. And now I can move these around. If I want Sarasota to be first, I can move them around within that area. Now, if we click on the down arrow and to any of our menu items, we'll see there's a label, and the label is what it's called here on your site. And then also there's a tooltip. So return to the home menu. So when you roll over this on your website, the tooltip pops up. I haven't saved it yet, so we don't see it, but that's what the tooltip is. And you can put up here, and then you can go back and let, and then once we save it, it'll show up. Or the other thing is you can change what the title is. So let's say the title of your page was Client Portal, but you want to change it to something else. You can change this to Client Sign In. Let's say you want to change it to that. And the tooltip would be sign in to see your saved listings. So that would be what's there. Now we have these pages here, Sarasota, Bradenton, Anna Maria, and you can change the title if you'd like. You want to keep the titles relatively short though, so they fit on your website. So once we have that there, I'm going to click over here to save it, and now we can go back to the website and we can see what that looks like. So I'm going to click to refresh the website. And first let's check if the tooltip worked. So if I roll over home and I leave it there, it'll say return to the home menu. If I roll over communities, then where did we put the other thing? I can't remember where we put, let me go back and look what other tooltip we used. Client Portal. So then if I roll over listing search in Client Portal, it'll say sign in to see your saved listings. Now I roll over community and you can see Sarasota, Bradenton, Anna Maria show up. It'll take me to those pages. That's the area listings. We did nothing to those area pages, remember, except we said it was Sarasota or Bradenton or whatever the community was. Doing nothing will show you here area listings and an area map. There'll be a search function, and there'll be information about you and a contact segment. This is if you do nothing. So remember, on those area pages, you can go back and add, I'm going to save this here and exit out. If I go back to an area page and I want to edit it, I can go back here and I can add, under Sarasota, I can add information about Sarasota, and that will show up on that area page. Doing nothing to the page shows you all the listings and all of these things that I just showed you. And so that's what happens with the area pages. All right, so now we know how to add the area pages to our menu. What I want to also show is then how to put a link on your slideshow. So let me show you how to do that. So you can see here at the top, this is the Sarasota page, and here's the link to the Sarasota page. If I right click and copy that link, and then I go back to Playster, and I'm going to go to my site settings and to my slideshow. The slideshow that I'm using is checked here. It's a blue check, and you see none of the others are checked. That's the current one, and I'm going to select it to edit it. And then I'm going to see this particular picture. Let's say that would be Anna Maria. And this picture is the bridge going over from Sarasota over to St. Armands. So I'm going to post the link here, right there. And that'll take me to the Sarasota page. Now let's say I need the link for the Bradenton page. I'm going to go back to my site, go to Communities, go to Bradenton. And it's going to change this up here. It's going to take me to the Bradenton page with all the Bradenton listings. I'm going to click here, right click, copy, go back to my Playster site and put this under the Bradenton picture so it'll take me there. And then I'm going to come back up here to the Anna Maria picture, and I'm going to go to the Anna Maria page. And then this changes to Anna Maria. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to put this in my Anna Maria page. Now before I save this, I'm going to show you here, if I'm at home and I roll over the pictures, my mouse does not show that it's a link I can click. So now that I've added these links and I save this slideshow, when I go back and I refresh my screen to repaint my screen, and then I roll over the pictures, you can see now this is a link. And when I click it, the link, it's going to take me to the page that I put in there for that photograph. And so you can have different kinds of photographs. Let's say that you have on your site the ability for people to contact you for credit repair. You can have an image that slides for credit repair and it takes them to the credit repair page. If you are wanting to put specific neighborhood that you're farming, you can put a picture of the neighborhood and take them to that page. And so you can use those links for a lot of different reasons, not just to take them to the pages to show the properties that are available there. All right. The last couple of things I'm going to talk about, lead capture down here. So I'm going to click on lead capture, and there's passive, visitors can view property details without submitting a contact form, and aggressive, where the visitors are blocked from viewing properties without submitting a contact form. Now the concern is if you want to choose aggressive, you might get some registrations, but they might not be accurate. People might just put in fake information in order to have access. Passive, they can see anything, then you would want to put things on your site that make them want to register, like your home value or ebooks, things like this. So I would suggest passive because they can easily go to another site and find the information they're looking for, so you don't want to encourage them to leave. The other thing down here is lead forwarding. So when you get a lead, where do you want that lead to go? And you would put your email address in here, so that way it goes to that email address. The other thing is, if you have an eEdge website and that's where the CRM is that you're using, you could put the address here, the email address for eEdge, and you would find that in your eEdge settings, what your eEdge email address is. You might be able to put any third-party, the CRM forwarding address for any third-party CRM, so that that lead feeds right into that database. So make sure you're putting your email address here so the lead gets forwarded. The other thing you want to do is set up the autoresponders so that the system works properly. So you click on the Plans tab and you come over to your autoresponders and you turn them all on. And that way everything will work properly. They'll get the autoresponders and you'll get those leads sent back to your CRM. All right, now I'm going to go back to my website, edit the site, And the last thing here that I want to, oh, by the way, you can have a custom domain. And if you decide to set up a custom domain, you would enter it here. Over here, you would have to go step-by-step articles and look at the articles for how to set up your custom domain depending on where you purchased it from. And so that process can be defined here in one of these articles. All right, let me go back here. The last thing we have to do here for the site is we want to launch the site, because it's not, when I look at the site and edit it, your website is not yet visible. So I'm going to click to launch the site now, and now the site becomes visible. And so when I click here, we have a site that's working. It was working in under probably half an hour between the 3 classes that we did, the 3 videos, and then we have an active site that we're able to use and share with our clients. All right, so hope you have a great day. Oh, by the way, we're going to start video topics for the next 3 days to take this 2018 series out. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.